Well, I shall start by reading a poem that ended up being called Contested Celebration. Originally, it was just celebration. It was a winter solstice poem, and it celebrated the world, if you like. But when I read it to Arlette, she said, "What? You've turned into a romantic." And I realized that I had not yet written half the poem. And I then added, I didn't change the original, I added this other voice. You could look upon the poem as a kind of dialogue with myself, because on the one hand, I'm ecstatic about this world. Yeah. On the other hand, I am desperate about what we are doing to it. Yeah. And I think it's necessary to acknowledge that in order to intensify both the celebration, which we forget when we are depressed, as in the pandemic now, but also intensifies the challenge of what we're doing. Do we really have to do that? Anyway, that's, and for me, I don't know what the answer is. I write because I don't understand something and hoping that by the end of the poem I understand better. So here is Contested Celebration. I will try to reflect the different voices with a slightly different tone. Contested Celebration. Let the morning launch a song on your lips to serenade the shadows and the light. Put your dreams on notice and give them wings as you celebrate the passing of night. Sing of the river and the dance of waves. Sing with the birds in the trees and the sky. Let your heart sing of lovers and loving, of longing and loss, but never ask why. How am I to sing of flowers and birds when the spring rains have turned acid and the rivers smell foul and flow toxic with pesticides, plastics, and turds? How can imagination flow with milk and honey when the world worships only guns and money? Don't try to wash the world's dirty laundry. The fumes will choke your breath and cloud your eyes. Folly and greed are stains you can't remove. They'll poison your mind with pretexts and lies. Unfold the wings of your imagination and rise above the furor of the times. Life is not life when it demands you scream and take pleasure in disasters and crimes. Imagination makes me feel the pain in the favelas of famine and disease, the anguish in the townships of despair and poverty where children hope in vain. How can the mind rejoice in the light of day when children starve to death along the way? Watch instead the sun's warm fingers all day softly green the leaves in the swaying trees. Listen to the butterflies dance gently among flowers to the sweet buzz of bees. Open the windows of your senses wide and let the world's wonders enter your heart. They sing of flux, awe, love, and compassion in the magic voices of nature and art. But what about the millions that are dying by the hour in the struggle to survive? Their joie de vivre brutally crushed. I hear creatures screaming, cursing, crying. How can a poet praise truth and beauty when people betray their neighborly duty? Scent and sap in the forest are music to the touch and taste of its chambered light, while sonnet and sonata inspire time to dance patterns of rapture and delight. Along the lake shore, overt pebbles click and crunch to the hoarse voice of surf and tide that rock the sleek bodies of pike and perch deep in water worlds on their waker's ride. When the bashas and yahoos of power slaughter people who want to be free, assassinate dissenters and opponents for challenging their silly vanity, and replace kindness with bestial might, how can a poet sing of rapture and delight? All the world's the poet's celebration, where is becomes the best it can be. Words and images play all the instruments in nature's unfinished symphony. When night opens the curtain on the stars, let your mind soar up into infinite space and sing of your brief time of ecstasy here before you leave the stage without a trace. How can I celebrate the starry sky when movie moguls manufacture big stars by corrupting innocence and beauty? Weinschwein stands for inebriated pig. How to live with such foul obscenity and not lose the last ounce of one's sanity? It's in our embrace of all that lives and dies that we transcend mortality and come to know a moment out of time that bears the secrets of reality. Sing your heart out, never mind the world's strife. Rejoice at the one improbable chance to feel, to know, to marvel at, and join the stars at their dizzy galactic dance. Miss it, and you have wasted your life. Without a mind to see and say something, without a heart to feel and embrace everything, the cosmos is nothing but a hollow sphere, senseless and absurd. Yet it means to be celebrated now and forever, right here.